My daily screen time is 10 hours and 40 minutes. Is that not crazy? Spending all of your time scrolling and scrolling and scrolling can definitely take its toll on your daily life. So today, we're going to throw that phone away and do something productive like open a damn book. Morning. I look like a mess right now because it's literally like 7:30 a.m. But I am starting this video very early, looking very rough because I really want to make changes to my day. And if I don't start now, I just never will, and I'll just be on my phone all day. But as you've read in the title, today I'm going to be replacing my screen time with a book. So I'm going to be reading a book instead of spending all of my time on my phone. Right now, my weekly average screen time is 11 hours. 11 hours of my day I'm spending on my phone. That is like horrible. Like that should not be a thing. And that's like lower than last week. Last week was like 15 hours. Hello. So I'm going to be making changes to that today, and I'm going to be reading instead of being on my phone, which is also why I'm starting this video so early, because already today, even though it's literally only 7:30 a.m., I've been on my phone for about 2 hours already. Make it make sense. Like, what am I doing? Literally nothing. Literally nothing. So I'm going to change that today. The book that I'm going to be reading is Daughters Who Walk This Path by Yejide Kilanko. I'm going to be reading this for 11 hours. I'm thinking I can finish it in that because I'm a pretty fast reader. So like if I'm consistent with it, I can finish it in like 11 hours. Like that's not a big deal for me. And if I do finish it within the time span and still have a little bit of time left, I'm going to be reading Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe as well. Today it's a very gloomy day. As you can see, you can literally not see anything behind me. Like everywhere is dark, everywhere is gloomy, it's rainy, it's a very cozy day basically. So I'm thinking I'll be able to really read and get into it because I've been in a bit of a reading slump as well, and I don't like that. Like I should know. I can't be on my phone like half of my day. Like that's bad. That's really bad. 11 hours is really bad. So let's get started with this vlog. If you're new to my account, by the way, hi, I'm Farida. I love reading. Yeah, I don't know. I was to introduce myself. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, and one of my habits when I was a child was reading while I eat. But obviously, now that I'm like older, I have replaced reading while eating with watching movies or watching YouTube. So I'm going to go and prepare breakfast, and I'm going to read while I'm eating. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's get started. I've been reading for about an hour now, and I just got to the turning point of the book. I'm on chapter 7. So we are following the main character Morayo, and by the way, I'm giving no spoilers, so don't worry. But we're following the main character Morayo, and in the book, she gets sexually assaulted by her cousin. That's not a spoiler because like you literally see it in the blurb of the book. But I just got to that point right now, and I'm literally on the verge of tears because this is somebody that like is family and that you trust, and he has just like committed a despicable act, and she doesn't know what to do, and like I don't know, it's just so freaking sad. I'm not even halfway done yet. Like I still have a lot to read, but I think the rest of the book is basically going to be how she navigates her life after this like unfortunate incident. This is something that could have been avoided if her parents had taken the necessary measures. But at the end of the day, this was a family member, your cousin, somebody that you trust and you expect to be able to protect you and just be there for you. And I just like done such, oh my god. I just, I'm going to continue reading because I just want to know what happens. Does she tell her parents? Like, how does she navigate her life after this? Hello. So it's the next day. What the hell? What the hell? Hi. It's the next day, and I just finished reading Daughters Who Walk This Path by Ejide Kilanko. I read it in about 4 hours, if my timer is right, which it probably isn't because I kept forgetting to turn it on and off. But roughly, I read this in about 4 hours, and I still have. I was supposed to read for 11 hours, so I still have about 7 hours left. But I'm actually going to be giving my final review here and ending this video just because I do not think I am in the right headspace to continue reading. The initial plan was to continue the challenge with Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe, and even if I had done that, I probably still would have had time left. But I'm not going to do that because it's just been a rough. It's been a rough day. The day that I'm filming this is Sunday, the 25th of August. And if you're not an army, if you're not familiar with BTS, you probably have no idea what I'm about to talk about. But today is the day that Yoongi has given his fourth apology for an unfortunate incident, and I have been crying all day. At first, I was crying because of this book because it's a very emotional book for sure. But then I started crying because of him, and now I'm crying because of the book again. Once I finished reading the book, I started crying because of the book again. So basically, I've just been crying all day, and I cannot continue like this. Like I need time to heal, you guys. So I'm going to be ending this right here, and let me give you my final review on Daughters Who Walk This Path by Ejide Kilanko. While I have read books about sexual trigger warning by the way, while I have read books about sexual assault in some capacity, I think this one just hits closer to home just because I am thoroughly aware that the way that things have panned out in this book, while it might be a bit stereotypical, it is almost certainly the way that it would have happened in a typical Nigerian household, which is unfortunate and sad to see, but it is the reality of things. I like that the book showed that the women were vulnerable and still are vulnerable, and that this continues to affect them for years and years after the matter. And I think it is a very brilliant debut novel. There's a little bit of tribal issues sprinkled in there. There's just a little bit of everything, but everything is done brilliantly, and it made me cry. And usually, when a book makes me cry, that's like 5 stars. But I don't know, there's still something, there's a little something more that I was hoping for. I didn't like that our healing was kind of through a child. That is something that I see a lot in a lot of this type of books where like the woman gets assaulted or she goes through some kind of thing and then she gives birth, and that is like the closure that she needs, that all of a sudden she's all right again. So I don't like that the book kind of add that route as well. But at the same time, I think it was right for this particular character. So it's just a book that has you thinking in two ways, like, oh my god, that shouldn't happen. That's not what I want to happen. But at the same time, that is what happens in reality. Final review, 4 stars. I really liked it. I don't think I would ever read it again. Like emotional trauma, y'all. But I would recommend this book to every woman out there, really, just to understand the plight of women even more, and also to every parent out there, because the way that our parents handled the matter, it left a lot to be desired. It left a whole lot to be desired. So yeah, four stars, Daughters Who Walk This Path by Gijide Kilanko. Amazing, amazing debut novel. And we have come to the end of this video. I failed the challenge. I was supposed to read for 11 hours and I only read for 4. So maybe I will come back to this and like redo it again. My screen time did not go down. I still spent about 10 hours on my phone yesterday, which is unfortunate, but there's not a lot I can do about it, okay? So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to come back to this challenge and do a better job at it. But for now, I'm going to be leaving you with just this. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and comment down your thoughts, and also give me some ideas of videos that you'd like to see from me. And of course, you have to subscribe. Love you. Bye.